talking in a minute. Okay, oh, that's a little funny light. Let me see where we get out of that light a little bit better. Maybe get rid of this light back here. How's that? Ooh, that's much better, isn't it? Let's see, how do I start this over here too? Oh, go line, no. How the heck do I get this streamer? Oh, maybe. Super chat. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, we got people again. Looking good. Yeah, that light is sort of nice, isn't it? Well, I don't know why. How easy? Oh, that's what it is. Maybe it's this. I think I got it. By Jove, I think I got it. By Jove, I think I got it. I think I got it. Well, okay, we got some people there, got some people there. Where we got some people? People there. Oh my goodness, we've got Instagram people, new people on Instagram. I haven't figured that out yet, or nobody knows up there, or I guess nobody cares. It's sort of like ex-wives, they don't care much. But I had a lot of fun doing research today. Ooh, I see that black hair goes well with the black of the back. The black of the back. The black is back. That's what it is. Free hope, like in a non-profit. Wow, okay. Actually, I was doing research today, and I found a place. I was doing research for a fellow who wants to start a business, and so I was gathering all the places where he lives to start a business. And it's not far from where I live here in Montgomery County. And what's neat is, let's see, escape. I don't want the full screen because I gotta see this. Hit escape for full. Okay. Oh, I don't want to do that either. Oh, wait a minute. Nima's here. It's so nice of you, Nima. I mean, if I'm helpful in you keeping you going, believe me, you're helpful in keeping me going too. That's because we all need help. We all struggle. Nobody knows what the hell to do anymore in life. And the problem is the people who charge a lot of money are trying to convince you they know when they really don't. And then that makes you feel terrible because then the stuff doesn't work when they tell you and you feel stupid. But you're not. It's them. It's them telling you it works. That's why I know in my work, the best I can do is show you options. These are options that sort of make sense to me or whatever. They may not make sense to you. It seems like that where the trends are going and what's available that you haven't found yet or tried. And that's what I just try to do. And I've been doing that for 40 or maybe 50 years now. God, I'm really an old fart. Yeah, I just can't believe it. It's Joe from Harrisburg. Wow, Linnea. How are you? Robbie Collins from New York City. Man. In my one-stops, I have a New York City and a New York State. And that's because mainly, 211 is a good number to use in finding free help for anything. Naima. Oh, Leanna, is that your friend, Naima? Leanna? Hi, Leanna. I'm just terrible with names, so I forget. Anyway, yes, it's my friend, the one I know, right, Naima? Or the one I met, or whatever. You know that better than me, right? Yes. Oh, well, that's sweet. That's nice. You're both great people, and really, I mean, it's the moms in this country that we just don't celebrate enough. What could be more important? and particularly if you're a single mom or whatever, man, that's you got the most important job in the country. You know, and we say we're a family friendly. That's bullshit. You know, we are not. Here, let me tell you about, I just found some data here about, okay, the typical American family spends 29% of their after-tax income on childcare. So this is 30% of your income is being spent on childcare. And you ladies know that. I want to start a business based on advancing people about Bitcoin and teaching. Well, I think that's a good idea because a lot of people want to know, including me. I don't know what the hell it's doing. Nobody does. So when you can at least explain the jargon. But here, 29% of after-tax income is spent on childcare. Okay, now, if you look at all the other Western democracies, okay, the people like us, there's about 30 nations, I guess, you know, that belong to this category of Western developed nations. We spend 29%, they spend 10%. See, so this is how much of a so-called family-friendly country we are. You know, you could write off more on taxes if you raise horses than if you raise children. Yeah, and this is all the double talk, you know, that we get from all these people. What is Lesko.com? Lesko.com is me, but it's a service. You know, then I have there, it's a whole bunch of stuff, and you could get research help with any of that. You know, it's a monthly, and it's really my database of stuff. It's not the stuff I have on Lesko Tutor. It's not the one-stop things I'm making, and it doesn't include the talk, you know, the $1 a minute stuff that I do. But that's, you know, 29% versus 10%. And actually, we spend twice as much on health care as an individual or anybody, you know, per capita than most of all the other developed countries. So just think, now if you're spending, I don't know, it's sort of like you spend more to go to college than daycare, but I don't know, maybe, Nami, you could tell me better. What's daycare going to cost you? $1,000 a month, you know? So just think if you only paid a third of that. So now it comes down to $300 a month. So now you got $600 a month extra, you know, if you were in all these other developed countries where wages are even higher. You know, they have higher wages and they pay less on healthcare. Okay, now, I mean, less on childcare. Now, healthcare, okay, most developed countries spend about half per capita on healthcare than we do. And we brag we have the best healthcare in the world, but we have the most expensive healthcare in the world. So you're spending, so if healthcare costs, I don't know, $6,000, $8,000, $10,000, I mean, it's just stupid what people have to pay on healthcare in this country. I'm an old fart, so I get that government you know, stuff. And so everybody else is paying half. So if your medical bill, your healthcare bill is, you know, $1,000 a month, it goes down to $500 a month. You know, if you live in one of these other developed countries, you know, Canada, let's say, or Sweden, or any of these kind of places, you know, and so that's two things. So now you're saving, you know, 66% on childcare. You're saving 50% on healthcare, and actually even more because most of these other countries, it's all, you know, free healthcare for everybody practically. And then higher education, college. Now college is in every European country and everything. You know, almost England's a little different. You could pay $10,000, $15,000 a year. All the rest are like $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 a year. Best colleges in the world. You could go for $1,000. You go to the Sorbonne. The Sorbonne. I don't know if you know about that, but if you know about France, it's the fanciest, you know, college in Europe. And it costs like $1,000 for an American to go there and even get an education. Man, that's a lot of airfare. So that's, I mean, living in these other developed countries, all the necessities of life, which is higher education, they pay a fraction of what we do. Healthcare, they pay a third of what we do. Yeah. I mean, no, healthcare, they pay 50% of what we do. Childcare, they pay a third. Now, what the hell are we doing here? Also, I just heard that Germany, we're talking about, oh, there won't be any manufacturing jobs and that's all going away. Germany is growing manufacturing jobs. So they're growing manufacturing jobs. Why can't we? Yeah, we have all kind of excuses or whatever. I don't really know the answer. And Singapore is like that. Now Singapore is in like high-tech manufacturing job, but they're doing manufacturing up the yin yang. So it's funny, but I guess just to be a cocky American, I don't think you could do that anymore. And now I just read a big report today about how we're cutting down on all this stuff internationally. China's taken over. They're taking over, helping underdeveloped countries. They're having more foreign aid than I are. They're giving now more money to the UN than we are, because we want to cut all this stuff down now. And so they're taking over. So that's why the article I read was "Make China Great Again." Because as we shrink in the world, man, they see an opportunity, to grab influence, in the world. But that's them. We have to live day by day now. Here's some other cool facts I got. Google processes more than 3 billion searches a day. Google, 3 billion. Billion. What the hell's a billion? Man, I don't know. But I know if a million, I think, if you spend $1,000 a day, every day, since the day Christ was born, you still wouldn't spend $1 billion, So it's a lot, man. That's a billion. Okay, now this is this statistic too. There are more payday loans in the United States than there are McDonald's. Now, why the hell are you going to payday loans? That's crazy. Number one, because if you have income issues or whatever, and you need money fast, the government has programs that give you money, kinds of things. Where are they? It's usually through nonprofit organizations in your community. How do you find them? You can start with your county, office, community development office in your county level. You could call 211 wherever you are and start finding them there too. And that's a way, and this money you don't have to pay back. Why pay outrageous usury interest rates from these, gosh, I mean, there's bandits, that are taking your money doing that. Let's see. Is there a startup money that I can apply towards rent if I start a home-based business in California? Well, there's a way to do that creatively, but the problem with finding money is there's nothing like, okay, I'm looking for startup money to pay for rent. Nothing like that. Because you're going to look at rent and start up that. And actually, if you call grants, then it's not even called grants. So that's not there either. So that's all gone away now. So you're looking for rent, you'll never find it. You're looking for grants, you'll never find it. Okay, but the closest I know, just off the top of my head, without researching it, there's something from accelerator programs. They give seed money to good business ideas that you don't have to pay back. You don't have to have anything, just have an idea. And they give you like 20, 30, 40, 50, up to $100,000 of grant money you can use for anything just to get that sucker going. And that's what they want you to do. But how do you know? You don't. And that's the problem. We don't know what the hell to do, what to ask for, whatever. By the way, I'm losing... let's see, Periscope people, I lost all your notes. Free Lesko on Periscope. That's what it is. Free Lesko on Periscope. So leave me another question if I didn't answer you. I don't know, because I want to make sure I get everybody. Periscope. Oh. Free Lesko on Periscope. So. Okay, Periscope's a little fuzzy there. Well, what's wrong with that? Or maybe it's too big on my screen, and maybe that's what that's about. Let's see what we're doing on Facebook. By the way, I have that great thing on Facebook. I want to get people know about this. My tab on Facebook, I have a tab, another tab on Facebook that's called My News. You know, I got a lot of good stuff there. You know, the things I talk about here, I give you the links there so you have them all and you don't have to guess where the hell to get this stuff. Yes, $1,000 a month is right. Okay, like $1,300. Lenia is a little fancy lady there. I understand. You were dressing pretty sharp too. I remember that. Dark Ryan. Hi, it's Benji from Virginia. Dale here. Hi, Dale. Is there startup money? Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's what you have to do, I think, in life. I mean, sure, you have to know what the hell you want to do, but you really can't determine ahead of time how to solve that problem. You know, what we have, it's like, here, I want rent money for a business. Well, you're never going to find it looking for it that way. What you have to do is, okay, what kind of money is out there? You know, just general for living, for business, or whatever, and how can I use it? You know, and that's what you have to do. It's sort of like, well, if you're living in a community and looking for a woman to date who's, you know, 6'6" and blonde hair, and you have all these credentials that do it, you're never going to find the person, right? So you have to go, okay, what do we have out there, you know? And what makes sense to me, you know? What looks good? And that's the way you have to do it. And that's the way you have to do in solving your problems. You don't go out with a perfect answer. You're not even sure of the question, you know, because you have to see what's out there and how you could best use it. And really, the name of the game is how you can twist whatever is out there to your advantage, you know, because even if it says, you know, for home, but your home is going to be a business, so you just put a cot there and you say you live there, or whatever you have to do to make it work for you, you know, and I think that's what life is all about. That's what I have a question about bankruptcy. Will it affect me during retirement? Well, what will be effect during retirement? If you if you put bankruptcy, I don't know for sure. And I would go to a HUD counselor. They help like that for free. If you Google HUD, H-U-D, counselor, and it's .gov, don't go to anything else but .gov or .org. Stay away from anything else unless you really know your stuff in that subject. Stuff you're not sure about, stay away from anybody .gov.org. You know, and go there, make an appointment. They're all free. They have free counseling on stuff like that. But to me, if you're that age, so you're probably not buying stuff on credit anymore. You don't care. I don't care. I pay everything in cash. None of that bothers me. I have a bankruptcy question. Okay. Are you that infomercial guy? Yes, I was. I don't make money doing that anymore. They don't work for me anymore. So now I don't pay for anything. I used to pay for those infomercials to get on the air. Now with a $100 iPhone, I'm on the air for free. You know, whether anybody watches or not, it is different. But that's it. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell to do. So I'm not going to spend money, you know, on things when I don't know what really works. Everybody's going to tell me what works, but they don't really know. So why should I believe them? Should I cash into my 401k to support my family bills, taxes, etc.? If you have to, you have to. But I would do that in last resort because it's so hard to put it away. It's easy to take it out. So what are you going to do with it? Okay, like you know, what you got to do is follow the other people. You know that Naima has like 3 gig jobs she makes. You know, and this is what's going on. You know, in our economy, and that's why I call it easy income, because it's easier now than ever to get these little gig jobs, and people actually, and the most important thing about it is they're flexible. I mean, I'm just reading a study today that people will take a 20% decrease in salary if the job is flexible. You know, if they have the control over their life. You know, work when you want to, things like that. So they'll even take a lesser salary of 20%. You know, and that's what these gig economy jobs are. And you can even just work an hour a week. They don't care when it is, how much it is, or whatever. And you could just wake up one morning, decide to go for a half hour. Oh no, I'd rather play golf. And you go to play golf, or you stop for lunch in the middle of time, and I'm not going back to work off of lunch. You don't have to account to anybody in these things. And this is the new economy. And see, this is the stuff that's growing in our country. It'd be different if it was just stupid little patients thing. But now they say that 34% of our country is doing that. 94% of the new jobs are these kind of jobs. This is what's growing. Everybody wants security, but as I said last night, I think I told you about the data about the Fortune 500 companies. Man, these Fortune, S&P 500 companies, their average lifespan is 20 years. Lifespan. My lifespan is probably 20 years. That's what I figure. But if I was 20 years old and getting a job, or 30 years old and getting a job, man, people work for 50 years or something. And these big companies, you want security, they're gone, man. So that's right. You got to now plan for retirement on developing something in you. This is, to me, is your safest retirement. Something in you that you have that you could make money with for the rest of your life. Because you have a skill. You just think if you were an artist. If you were a plumber, right? We're always going to need plumbing, or there's stuff like that, and more of those things are coming all the time. Now we have, wedding planners. I mean, that's a gazillion-dollar business. You love throwing parties, well, you do that kind of stuff. You figure out how to do that, and you do it for the rest of your life because you love doing it. And if you love doing it, you're not working. You're doing something that you're having fun, right? And then, so that's why you can do it till you die. I almost said fucking die, but until you die, right? And that's the way. I mean, look, I'm 74 years old, man. My parents' generation, they want to go at 60, go down to Florida and play golf. Now, that was the most dumbest thing I could ever think about in my life. I grew up as a golfer. We had a golfing family. Great evening, everyone. Always first class. Need help with applications. You don't. You don't need help with applications, okay? I'm short on rent. How tall are you? Somebody here. Melinda, rent this month. So it has to be quick. How short are you? I mean, are you over 5 feet? Because if you're really short, under 5 feet, then it may be hard. And so no, I'm teasing. Okay, you're short on rent. Okay, here's what to do. See if you're eligible for these quick things, because they have short term. Depends on how crushed you need, and it's usually you're not going to get more than $700,000. On these emergency money. And that's it. So what I was saying, I love the jokes. You're as tacky as I am, if you like those jokes. and so that's what it is. And you could start there. There's usually going to be a dozen. I have a video that I show in my reports. Like the one stop. Lesco.com/one-stop. When I do all the things for a state, that's what I put in there. Like all the places for this emergency money. I even have videos of people get it. There's a great video of this fellow in New Jersey. He said, yeah, he's got a list of 7 places to go to get up to $700 to $1,000 from each of these people. And that's what the money's for. But you have to know about it. You have to find out about it, and then understand it. It's find out what people have for it. Don't say, I need a grant. You have financial problems. That's the key. Another good place to start is your local community action agency. Okay, for the short on rent this month. Community Action Agency. That's another good place. I mean, see, that's not the only place. Everything I give you, like on this form or whatever, if I just do something, it's not going to solve, it's not all the places to check. It's just to play. Hey, Daddy, what's that? How is it really you? It's like, am I still alive? Somebody says, is it really me? I guess from the infomercials. Yes, I wasn't sure if this was the same dude. Yeah, that's me. Hey, I'm fine. What's your W-2 look like? It's about this big, I think they are. Yeah. He used to have commercials in the 80s. The 90s too. Man. You don't worry. Look at actually, it was mostly talk shows I did in the 80s, then in the 90s. The suit's still on point. Well, it's wearing the suit is the best thing ever happened to me. People treat me so much nicer. They really do. Just because I'm still the same idiot inside, you know. But they just see the suit, and I think it makes people smile. So I walk down the street, go anywhere, people are smiling at me all the time. You know, and that is wonderful. That's like somebody putting a blanket around me, and I just can't think of anything I've done more beneficial for myself than doing this. When I first did it, man, I lost millions of dollars, really. I was doing home shopping and things like that. They didn't want me to wear a question mark suit. I had to be serious because I was a financial expert and all this kind of stuff. I said, I couldn't. It was something I really want to do. And that was an important decision to me. And it really, I gave it up and really dug up more opportunities than I ever would imagine. And now, because of the suit, now people don't want me to show up unless I have the suit on. Do you have to be verified in order to qualify for set-asides? It depends on the program, but I would think if you're talking about government programs, yes, and that's easy to do. Don't hire any expert to get verified for a set-aside contract with the government. You just go right to that office, ask for help. If they don't help you, then there's something called PTAC, P-T-A-C, Procurement Technical Assistance Center. They're all over the country. These are free consultants that will help you get government contracts for free. Now, I think we want to talk about, sometime thinking about that, is what kind of service or product you want to do. Because with your skills, I think you could figure out the government process, and that is something you could grow. You know, and that's it. See, if you liked doing something, you should try to start to figure out how to make money with something you like doing. Because everything is difficult, everything is a pain in the ass to do, and it's a lot of problems, just like personal relationships, you know. So you really have to fall in love and want to be there. Math, okay, that's right, math. Well, I think you got to start teaching them. Start with that, and how to do these courses we talked about. Put them on. I'm starting to figure out Udemy. I'm not very good or big on that yet, but it's starting. They have big platforms, and people, see, to me, while using these platforms to do anything, you could have cooking courses, you could have anything, you could have fixing the toilet courses, you know, anything you want. That's what's so neat about it. And then you can put them on there. It costs nothing to put them on there. Now you have to figure out, get the word out, but they have sort of traffic that comes that you can figure it out. And you just keep trying and figuring it out, because the first one you do is going to work, the fifth, maybe the 10th one. I got about 10 or so. I haven't figured it out yet. But that's what life is. And so if it's math, you'll struggle through that more if it's math stuff, because you love doing math. You could... I'm sure there's platforms, you know, like care.com and stuff like that for tutoring. So you should just sign up on that math tutor. You know, as available on all the platforms that give tutoring courses for math. And maybe try to, how do you frame it, you know, with your friend? What I was excited about her was that she was able to frame it to a category, a person. Young women going to college for the first time, or something. Wow, now you got something, you know. Maybe you just have courses like, okay, to take, you know, every school district has these courses, or you know, they have to take some test at 8th grade or something like that. I don't really know. So maybe just around that test. So you could be sort of like the SATs for 8th graders and just the math problem, because that's what people have problems with. So just think if you had a video of that. So every mom would say, hey, yeah, kid, watch this video, help you with this. Because I mean, they'll spend $50 on that to help the kid through, you know, maybe get a better grade, you know. And then you're there for, you know, $50 an hour, whatever you want to charge, you know, as extra consulting. And see, doing something like that, whether you have a book that costs nothing on on Amazon, see, you could do a Kindle book for absolutely zero. So you're a math teacher, you just, doesn't matter what it is, you're going to do something good enough. It's not going to be perfect, that doesn't matter, because people don't buy perfect. But if you do nothing, then they can't buy, and they can't throw you money at all. So you got to get something there so they can start throwing money at you if they want to. You got to give them a chance to throw money at you. By doing nothing, you don't even give them a chance. So if you're not hanging out in the bars, who the heck's going to pick you up, right? You at least got to be there. So it's not perfect. You want to, get your hair done. Hell with it. Just get there. And see what happens. Something's going to happen. If nothing, you learn from that. And that's it, because that was your best idea. So now you have to figure, okay, I got to be better than that. You used to have commercials, and that's why you learn more from failure. And easy is, being successful. That's easy. You get the money, you go to the bank. That's all you have to know. And that gets boring after a while. It's fun, I guess, and ego satisfying, but it really doesn't lend much to your personal growth. And that's what we're here to do. Grow as individuals, so we could give more. So that's why even you failing at producing any kind of course. Okay, now you're going to dig deeper, because you don't have any options. You want to do this, so you're going to dig deeper within yourself. How can I do this better? There's like you lost your first game of basketball or whatever. Holy shit! What am I going to do to get better? I don't want to lose these things all the time. And so you're going to stretch yourself. You're going to try to figure it out. But see, you won't work that hard, unless it's something you want to do. That's why all this stuff, and that's why and then this to me is really the retirement plan. Because if you're developing some skill, something you want to do to share to others and figure out how to get income from it, and now that's easier to do than any before because of the platforms and the technology and the cloud and all that makes it easier. That's why people are growing in this category of work, which calls alternative work formats. That's the fastest growing category. That's doubled in the last 10 years. No other categories doubled in the last category. Or actually, it grew 50%. And all the new jobs are in these kind of categories, so that's exciting. So you want to be, you at your age, my age, I only have 20 years. You have 50, 60, 70, 80 or whatever, especially a woman, you got longer. So that's why, how do you develop the best you have so you could keep growing that keeps you interested, and because you want to make it better, you want to help people more. Dark wine, my pastor just had a, is it true that you have to have health insurance to file your income tax this year? A friend said she needed health insurance or she would have to pay a fine for not having it. You know what? I'm not sure of that. That used to be. But they took it out in the tax bill. They took that away. That they're not to fine you. I forget what it is. I would just call the IRS. If you don't know, call up your local library. They'll be able to hook you up with someone free to do that. Go back to me. What do you mean, go back to me? What is that? What are the best books to read to learn how to acquire government contracts? No. The best way to learn how to go contracts is go and get a contract. Don't go reading books. What's the best way to learn about playing football? Go play football. Okay, PTAC, P-T-A-C. Okay, you go, you find your local office, PTAC, you don't know where that is. Okay, go to Americas, AMERICAS, SBDC.org. Find them, tell them you want to do government contracts, you want to learn that, and they'll hook you up for free somewhere. You skipped my question too. What was your question too? About dark wine. Go back to me. What was your question, dark wine? Dark wine. What is it? I'm going back trying to find it. What was it? My pastor had a small home built. He says he needs $10,000 to move in. Geez, by January 22nd, and help with that. Probably not. In 2 weeks you want to get $10,000. I was a pastor. If I was him, I would do crowdfunding. and see how much you can get that way, because that's going to be fun, non-bureaucratic or whatever. The other way maybe to do fast is in peer-to-peer lending. I don't know what his, but that would be money you have to pay back. But that's another way to do it fast, and they have looser restrictions and everything than traditional banks and stuff like that. So there's about 40 or 50 peer-to-peer lenders out there. It's people who want to help with other people doing that. But $10,000 grant to move in, I'm not sure what the move in means. It means something with a mortgage, something with down payment. I mean, this is a complicated thing, you know, and that's why you have to know all the ifs, ands, or buts or anything to see that where there may be little alternatives somewhere, you know. And that's why, again, if you knew the details of that in very big detail, and like then go through a list of something like, you know, you don't have to do my stuff, but like, you know, the 327 programs I have for each state, then you can say, okay, how can I make this work for the 10 grand, you know, or pieces of it, or whatever. But going in and trying to Google right now, you know, I need a $10,000 grant, you know, to move in my house, you'll never find it. And that's, it's tough because things don't work that way, you know. And I assume you're looking for money you don't have to pay back. So there's only, you know, a few places where you get money you don't have to pay back, and that is, it's not banks, you know, unless it's an individual development account. And so it's really crowdfunding on the internet, those kinds of sources, and there's like 1,000 crowdfunding sites, and there's that for real estate and things like that. Non-profit organizations. I mean, he's a pastor, maybe he's living there, there's all this church or something, you know, there's that there. I mean, he could go to GuideStar.com and look for non-profit organizations that give grants to religious organizations, you know, and find local ones there. It would be best to start locally. I understand you're looking for help. I'm trying to give you help. I can't. You know, most problems are complicated. Most problems, I could give you a place to start, but there's too many potential things that would lead me in different directions. So that's why I give you a spattering of the kind of different directions for that. I'm not sure he wants a grant. I'm not sure if it's to finance the actual purchase, or that's when he needs a closing cost or something like that. So it's really, it's a little too complicated for me to give you much of a better answer. Health insurance, Chris. Yeah, I mean, yes, you know, that was true, but I don't think they billed anybody yet the first year. But then they started to, and then I think in the new tax law, see, Trump, they're trying to get rid of Obamacare, okay, the current administration. So they'll do anything to do it. So what they're talking about, what they talked about in this past bill is get rid of that mandate. See, that's the mandate part. And I get confused. I have to check to make sure, but I think they did. They got rid of the mandate, so you don't have to do it. And so they're hoping to starve the system that way. So if you don't have to do it, then you won't even get the health care. And then if nobody buys the health care, then the system will fall apart because there won't be enough people. See, insurance works when everybody's in the game. If only some people are playing, or you could come in only when you need it, then insurance doesn't work. It's sort of like automobile insurance. You know, if you're only going to sign up when you have an after you have an accident, yeah. So that's what they're trying to make for healthcare, and then it ain't going to work. You know, that's why there's a mandate. You have, if you have an automobile, you have to have insurance. Yeah, and that's the only way insurance works. Yeah, stuff like that. Oh, and I had a call on Lesco.com/talk. That's where, you know, I charge $1 a minute, and they were asking. He got a mortgage from and a down payment money from the bank. I mean, from the city, because there's a lot of down payment money. He got like $38,000 as down payment money on a mortgage for a house. I think the house was only like $150,000 or $200,000. Check out. Kind of lots of income. What's that? I think I don't know what that means. Well, Linda, you are so sweet. You're a bleeding heart. Well, I just know everybody's struggling. We all struggle. And so I think it might be, oh man. Are there any grants to go to school for nursing? Yes. Okay, now where do you find them? Lots of places to check. Here's where I would do lots of income. 801, what's this? Check out Cayenne. I don't know what that is. Yeah, nursing, all the healthcare, they're growing industries in all their places. What I would do is go to your state. This is the one office that people forget to check, is your state government. You know, because they have scholarship and they want healthcare people to stay in your state. You know, the magic spaceship. Oh, I remember you. I saw a video saying that there's no actual law saying that we have to file income tax for regular jobs. Any insight on that? You gotta pay taxes. That's all I know. I mean, people. I've been on talk shows with these people who say you know the Constitution says you don't have to pay and all this kind of stuff, and that may true, but they're gonna collect one way or another. So you either play or whatever. I mean, why? I don't know. If that's if you have a bigger reason to do that or something, you want to fight it. I mean, that's cool. But there's a lot of things to do in life. You know? Have you released your California program on Udemy yet? It is getting approved right now, I hope, on Udemy. So it usually takes a day or two for them to approve it. Then it'll be on Udemy, and the One Stop on Udemy has a special feature because there's 30 different videos on that. So each section, see, I have like 30 chapters. 34, I think it is, and so I have a special video introduction for each of the chapters there in the downloaded book. I have so many videos, you know, in the thing or whatever, and I just feel it complicates. But Udemy is set up to have for each chapter a special way to do that video. So I'm waiting for that to do and see how that does. I need the link so I can schedule a talk with you. Okay, the link is letsgo.com. Where's my... Nyman, can you hand me the black marker? Oh, I see. I think maybe I can. Where did oh, well. Okay, it's letsgo.com/talk, and talk is small letters. So it's letsgo.com/talk, and talk is small letters. Letsgo.com/talk, and talk is small letters. Letsgo.com/talk, and talk is small letters. So I got 4 cameras here, so I want to make sure they are. Thank you. And that's okay. What do you got? Sam, in my chat popping up, man. Is my chat popping up? I've asked 4 times already. Just say you don't know if you don't know. Okay, what did you ask, Sam? I don't see it. This is the first one, I think. Maybe things go by. I got 4 cameras, so I don't. Yeah. Oh, I see. You keep skipping mine. Oh, I see that one you did. Otherwhere, I mean, it's hard to keep up. And if you really want to chat or whatever, you know, letsgo.com/chat. So what is it, Sam? We're waiting. Okay, let's wait for Sam to see if we do this again. Okay. Sam? Ah, there he is. Hello, I'm still looking for peer-to-peer based on customer database only. Have you found one last time? Mention that you can't remember. What is peer-to-peer? Oh, yes. There is a peer-to-peer loan. It's called Wealthy. It used to be called Zip. It's not called that anymore. Yeah, email me, Sam. Let's go freeradio@gmail.com. Okay, and if I'll have to look it up and get it to you. Yeah, I think it's called Wealth. It was called Zip something at first. And that's right, where it's really, you get money based on if you have customers that like you. It doesn't matter what your credit score is, doesn't matter what your balance sheet is, it doesn't matter anything. Yeah. And Sam, if I don't answer you in 2 days, beat on me, because I just forget. You see here, I forget stuff. Yeah, so yeah, I have to be patient with old people, you know. And you know when the government considers you a senior? Listen to this. How many are over 40? No hands? Nobody raising their hands, they're over 40? That's when the government considers you a senior. How old am I? I'm 74. You know, but a senior starts at government programs at 40 years old. They consider you a senior, right? Because that's when age discrimination starts, you know. And so that's why people don't realize, you know, how old they are, you know. And so that's why for jobs, if you feel discriminated against because you're over 40, man, you got a lawsuit, okay? Now, what do you do with that, okay? You're going to go to a lawyer? No. You go to your every state has an office of civil rights, okay? And they will investigate if you have a case at all. And if you do, they sue the suckers for you. And it's all free. I love your demeanor, Matthew. Very nice and comforting in a world full of crappy politics and uncertain times. Boy, it is certainly crappy politics and uncertain times. But I think we're going to live in uncertain times for a long time. And that's why, to me, the armor you need for that is resilience. You just have to, and that's why part of resilience is don't have a big overhead, don't buy shit, and live as cheaply as possible. That gives you more resilience, so you can say screw you to somebody that you hate working, and so you don't have to be in jail every day. And be prepared for anything to leave. You know, like even, you know, my wife and I, we've been married 35 years, but I said, every day is day by day. She may leave tomorrow. I'm never, you know, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I'd be hurt. But you just can't count on anything in life. And when you do, then, wow, you know, well, that's right. And then the people surprise you, you know. And I think that's how we get, you know, pissed off in life, because we expect too much of people. So if you put your expectations low, then you're surprised. You know? And that's, I mean, how good are any of us? Aren't good, you know, perfect people anyway. So why do we expect everybody else to be perfect? You know, no, can't do that. So that's right. So true. And that's why, boy, we're all screwed up. You know, and that's why I think, and that's why every job is screwed up and everything. That's why you have to be in life or doing things that are bigger than just you, or because then you want everybody else to be perfect and they're not, because you're not perfect, you screw up and just a bunch of big assholes, everybody else treats you that way too. Yeah. For people making $25K a year but have a crippling debt, what is a good place to start? Funny you'd ask, okay? Here's where you go. I got a course for you, okay? This is a course for you. I still got the coupon for 25% off. That takes you, it's really the best place to start. I tell you where in the government it is, I have videos there, instructions, step by step of all the stuff that you need to get that taken care of. Because I think if you have crippling debt, you can't do anything with your life, I think, until you get that settled. Because it's too hard. You're worrying, everything you do, every decision you're making about what you're going to do in your life is based on that debt. Because you don't know the outcome of that, you don't have a plan, you don't have anything. So that just hangs on you like a monkey if you're a junkie, you know. And you got to get that off, because it's screwing up the rest of your life. And you can, and there's help, and you're not the only one in the world. See, I think when bad things happen to us, at least I feel that, oh, I'm so stupid, I'm the only one in the world like this. No, this happens every time, and you're just a goddamn digit in the computer to people you owe debt to. They don't give a shit about you. They don't care. Yeah, and there's ways around it. I bought it, forgot to use the coupon. Oh, you did. I'll make it up for you. Forgot to use the code, but it's okay because I'm happy to give. Thank you. No. But that's what to do, you know, crippling in debt. I mean, that's what I just feel that, oh, and at 25 grand a year, particularly, it depends on where you live, but boy, I mean, that's tough, you know, to get by. I mean, I know people get by on that very well, but they don't have families and they're making things work. And there's a lot of ways to live, you know, and not live like traditional. If you're looking, you know, you want to be like all the models in the books and the TV shows and everything, yeah, because they're all pushing, selling you something. And that, to me, that's what Google does too, is just want to sell you stuff, because that's how they make money. They don't make money unless you buy things using Google. So that's why they're not going to have the thing to free, anything for free. They do, but you'll never find them. I'm selling stuff, absolutely. Yes, because I don't eat either unless I sell something. We all that way. But what I'm trying to do, and that's why I educate people, it's not magic, you know, and it's sort of like a plumber. I mean, I could tell you how to fix your toilet, and if you want to do it yourself, more power to you. You don't, you know, I'll do it. But I think a lot of the stuff you should start trying yourself too, because you have to, it's a skill that you got to learn, you know, to deal with the future today and tomorrow. I'm sorry I'm on late. We were waiting for you, Tay-Sachs. Boy, oh my gosh. Listen, we held everybody up. Everybody waited for you to join, okay? And two more times like this, you're out. You know, I don't know. The principal is going to have to come and talk to you. But thanks for joining. And don't forget, these are all on tape, so you'll see them there. At least everything but Instagram only keeps it for 25 hours or something like that, and then it goes away. But all the other, you know, Facebook and Periscope and YouTube, they're there forever, you know, and that's what I like about putting my stuff there, because it will be forever. After I'm gone in 20 years or whenever the heck it is, feel better. Okay, Len, what do you go? Goodbye, Matthew. I shall never be in the dark whether or not you have research outside your country. I would like to. I like your work forever. Happy New Year. Well, thank you so much. Why are you outside the country? What are some of the resources for people who make too much to qualify for assistance program? You're kidding me. You know, you realize, okay, the government gives out like $1.5 trillion a year, okay, in free money. Only 12% of all the free money the government gives out is set aside for people with low income. So that's only 12% of $1.7 trillion is set aside for people with low income. 12%, yeah. And that's why we have this perception. I used to have that perception until I got into this stuff. And this is why everybody, my clients were Fortune 500 clients, and they're using the hell out of all these programs. And I said, shit, you know, they don't need my help. They don't even need the money, you know. And then I'm making billionaires out of millionaires. I said, see, I'm trying to get to you, because I want you to understand the system, you know, because this system is there for you, and we have bad information in our head about it, and this is, you know, this town is just loaded with rich people finding more programs or getting laws changed to add more programs. That's what the tax bill is all about. More rich people getting more money from the government, but the data it shows for everybody, and it's only 12%. You know, to low-income people. I am low-income. Can I get grants to invest in real estate? You get grants to real estate, yes. You probably have to live in it, maybe not. I mean, the answer to everything is yes. It's just how much research you're going to do to find it. You know, what kind of things that you're going to do to make it happen. I mean, there are programs out there, houses they give you for $1, then they give you a grant for $30,000 to fix it up because it's a shitty house. But you got a house now for $1, you know, and you don't have to pay any more, but you have to live there. And that's the key. So there's all kinds of things. I mean, it's just, I mean, I estimate about 17,000 just money programs alone in the government. 17,000. So I don't know them all. I can't. I've only been studying them for about 40 years. I still don't know them all. Yeah. But I hope in talking about them that you'll believe more that there is something there you should look at. And sure, it doesn't work for everybody all the time. Nothing does. I work for a 501c3. Kids leave faster than they are coming in the program. We are in need of finance to keep us from going under. What would be a good way to get a grant to help save our program? Well, I mean, I'd start locally with grant foundations. I don't know what you do with kids. You want to go to your county level and find out where your community development block grant money is. That's where you want to know, because that's the money that your local county does to programs like yours. Then the next thing you do is you go to your library and look for the Foundation Center directory, because that's a directory of foundations. These are big nonprofit, like the Gates Foundation or Ford Foundation, these kinds of people that give money to people like you to do good things in the community. And start local. Don't go to national organizations, locally, because usually rich people or things, they want to help with local organizations. So you could search by state and things like that. Never apply for anything until you talk to them first to see if this makes sense for you to apply. So that's a very, very important thing to do, is to talk to the potential grantor, before you apply for anything. Don't hire a grant writer first. Find the program first. I mean, you probably have a higher probability of needing a grant writer, because most of these are that. The other programs we talked about do not talk about it. Only 10-20% of all the programs require grant writers, so don't worry about it. But see it first. The other thing I would do is look at crowdfunding. You're something for the community. This is wonderful. So you should get the community in a crowdfunding campaign to help you. That could be easy. That could be difficult. Everything's going to take work, but to me, crowdfunding is the fastest. And you get people involved, you get all the schools involved, because you're a feeder for the schools. So if kids that come to you, aren't prepared for going to school in the area, then they're going to be a problem for the school, and that's why they should help you. Fletcher, hi Matthew, I love your black and yellow question marks. Sort of goes with this black thing at the back, and the yellow glasses is pretty good. Listen, guys, it's almost 11 o'clock. I'm an old fart. I got to get up in the morning and do research so my head turns green. I got so many reports to do, and people pay me good money to do this, so I want to get it to them on time, and I'm always not on time, so I'd like to. Remember, okay, the two freebies, and that's right, the letsgo.com/one-stop. That's I have about 20 states up there now, and you download them right away. If your state isn't there, do in my state, put your state there, and it takes me about 2 weeks, and I'll get it to you. Here are the 2 Udemy courses that I have with the coupons. Okay, we got one for business and inventions. This is the place to start if you have a business or invention to do. I have also one for nonprofits. So if you want to go to the same website, you'll see the one I have for nonprofits, which is a great place because that has 10 places. So the one with the children's, that would be a valuable source. It tells you about the ones I did and a bunch more too, I just told you about. But it also takes you through the process of finding them and all this kind of stuff, what to do. So that's step by step. And I would go to that course there. Now here's the other course about debt. Get out of debt, get that monkey off your back. This is the best place to start to do it. I give you all the instructions and websites and all that kind of stuff there. And that's 25. Oh, see? What's that one? They lost me. They lost me already. Instagram. They just. Oh no! I want to send it. Come on. Okay. Save, yes. Okay, share, yes, I want to share. Sunny and share, that's the kind of share I am. Sunny and share. Naima, thank you for being there and being kind to me. And your friend too, that was nice to speak. And I really think she's got a good idea. Because it's so focused and it's such a need, and you get into it so much, and I see with her personality it'd be perfect. But that's a guess. Don't remember, we all don't know what the hell we're doing. We're just guessing. So take care, guys. Thank you so much.